I've been having mic issues tonight, so I'm gonna speed run this recap of Monday Night Raw since I've already recorded 3 times. Hopefully this time works. The night started off with Oba telling us who he was going to challenge. That got interrupted by Brock Lesnar, who kicked him in the balls, gave him an F5, walked away. Oba then took the mic and said, "Hey, I'm not afraid of calling you names. I will call them to your face. You're still a bitch. You want to face me at SummerSlam? Brock Lesnar said, I will accept as long as you fight me in Hell in a Cell, which he didn't accept. That's now official. Rey Mysterio picked up a victory versus Ethan Page in the first match of the night. It was actually a great match. Ethan at one point tried to rip his mask off, but in the end, 619 Frog Splash, Rey Mysterio is your winner. Joe Hendry had a little concert with the Street Profits, basically calling out the Vision. Austin Theory came out, said Braun Breaker and I get a rematch next week against the Street Profits for the World Tag Team Championships. I expect Braun to turn on Austin during that match because basically Paul Heyman basically dropped the Vision kind of today. There was a match after and Joe Hendry defeated Austin Theory. Io Sky came out basically saying that, she's the queen and she's coming after Liv at SummerSlam. Liv came out, Judgment Day came out. They did make Io look strong at first, being able to take all three out. But in the end, they got the upper hand, and I'm very confused because I thought Liv was cursed. LA Knight and Jimmy ran it back this week, and it was kind of like last week. The only difference is that Jey Uso was ringside. At one point, LA looked like he was going to throw Jimmy into Jey, but he didn't. But then he ended up kicking Jey. And then when he got back into the ring, he hit his elbow drop. Jey came up on the imprint. LA knocked him out. But then Jimmy rolled him up for the 1-2-3. LA didn't like that, beat up Jimmy. Jey came in. Then Solo got there. He spiked Jimmy. Jey turned around, got distracted by that, and got BFT'd. I think we're going to get Solo and LA versus the Usos at SummerSlam, most likely. Unless Jey challenges Sami Zayn on SmackDown and that's accepted because that's what he said he was going to go do. Jacob's also heading to SmackDown to take out Solo. Raquel Rodriguez essentially squashed Maxime Dupree. Backstage, they made it look like that whole thing between Austin and Maxime might be breaking away. Something tells me that they're just ending that. They're going to squash that again, which is making me think Braun Breaker is going to turn on Theory because it looks like they're just dropping this whole thing. With this win, though, Raquel is moving on and she is now going to face Sol Ruca for the Intercontinental Championship. Chad Gable beat JD McDonagh, but it wasn't without the help of Danhausen. Dom did try to get involved, but then Danhausen distracted them all because they stole his jersey earlier in the night and trashed his lab. He came out, gave them a briefcase with human money. It was the same thing that happened with Kit and Miz not long ago. The briefcase blew up and smoke everywhere. And then Danhausen got the jersey back, but as he was leaving, Raquel Rodriguez attacked him and stole the jersey again, and he disappeared. I'm expecting Danhausen to probably curse her before her match versus Sol Ruca, and this is why Sol Ruca can retain. Promo of the night was basically Roman Reigns came out, was immediately interrupted by Seth Rollins. Rollins said, "You've never beat me. You need to beat me." And then Roman Reigns agreed, and now this is a match at SummerSlam. That was your Monday Night Raw recap. I had more details before, but again, my mic's been cutting off all night, so I'm just going to end it here. But for all your wrestling news and content, don't forget to follow and let me know in the comments what you guys thought about Monday Night Raw.